Damn, my
Here we
hair.
go.
Yeah, we're live.
Live.
We're live.
Live.
You should kick that up. Go a little higher. What's up, everyone? I am Talon from the Airsoft headquarters here.
Carl, Airsoft Arena. Wait, where's... Oh, there's the camera.
That's the camera. Not down there. Up
Yeah.
there.
Watching that.
So this is our live video.
Second
live video. Not a podcast. We're not a podcast. Because a podcast has structure. It's not, most of them do.
I don't like this spot, though.
Well, get over it.
I spent so much time in this spot as is.
Okay. Well, maybe we'll work it out some other time.
Some other time.
Anyway, before we get officially started into the actual live video, some things that we do have to go over is the promo code for the website, airsoftheadquarters.com. If you use promo code YouTube, all lowercase, at checkout on orders of $75 or more, you have the chance and opportunity to get free swag thrown into your sticker or to your order. Almost had it perfect. Almost had it perfect.
Practice.
That was a good run, though.
That was.
That was almost super official sounding.
Tylee finally made us stickers.
Yeah. So if you remember last live stream,
We talked about the stickers.
talking about having all the sticker shit shipped to someone else's house and not to the store where I could have made them.
Yep.
So all the sticker production was delayed by a day, but finally got
One
stickers.
day.
Let's see. Do I have this one down here? Meow.
I bet they can't even see it.
This guy.
Can't even see
Tier Fun Operator. That one is Carl's idea, Talon's design. And I also have a couple of camo flags that I'm working on. The flag is divided in half, and it has two conflicting camo colors. So basically a tan camo and a green camo. I think that's a lot of fun because all of our Milsim events are tan versus green.
For the most part, yeah.
Anyway, that is what we have. Hey guys, we've got Static Blizzard and a Russian name. Howdy.
Howdy, Cyrillic alphabet. Next.
So now we got over the promo code, which if you do use promo code at the checkout, you could get some of those stickers that I have made up. And we have more designs coming out soon. First thing is the new Bifrost Tracer that has come out. That's pretty hot news.
What do you got? I don't have one. I'm sticking with my Predator AT 2000R. So Bifrosty.
So with the Bifrost, as of right now, we can't get those from our normal distributors. So these all right now have to be privately purchased. So I have my own Bifrost right here. So it's pretty cool. We did a couple of tests with it. It works very similarly to the Blaster, but the Bifrost has a couple different color of LEDs inside of it to where we have that color spectrum. What we also do, and something that I'm really excited about, is the fact that you can change the blast color. So just like how the Blaster Tracer had a orange flash to it every time it shot BBs out for that cool Milsim flashy effect, muzzle flash effect, you can do the same thing, but with a purple flash, with a green flash, with a blue flash, with an orange flash, which is the exact same thing as what's on here. But you have the whole RGB color spectrum to choose from. So I think that's really fun. We also have a video coming out comparing this guy compared to all of the other previous Tracer units.
Yeah.
I think last year we did, or was it 2 years ago? We did a Tracer video comparison.
I think it was when we were shut down, so it had to be March-ish.
Yeah, so it was
Rainbow BBs. I've seen it. It's really cool. It's hilarious to see.
What we're going to be doing is we're going to just try to figure out if we can get that cool gas expansion effect. You guys probably saw the Airsoftology one where he was using a gas blowback rifle and had a really cool rainbow flash effect with the gas. We tested it out with my KWA LM4, and I guess that mine is so gas efficient to where it doesn't have that same cloud effect. So we're just going to try a couple different models and see what we can get, because that rainbow flash effect with the cloud, all that gas stuff, that looked really cool. So I really want to try to emulate that. But yeah, that's a new Bifrost.
What about it? Just let it fall and break.
I mean, that's all the rest of my what I do to my stuff anyway.
Bam! There you
Let's see. So yeah, we've got a video coming out that's going to get posted on the channel as a regular video.
Next.
I was going to say first, we'll be using the MCX as the base model to fire that from, just for AEG sake, because we're testing the Bifrost compared to all the others as far as the tracer effect. But Friday's video is going to be Carl's video.
Oh, the 5 rifles.
Nah, we weren't going to spoil it.
Whatever.
Whatever. It's still going to be 5
I
rifles.
picked 5 rifles for indoor play.
So yeah, Carl's now featured as a standalone video on the channel.
Mainly because I'm never around when it comes time to record videos.
It's true. And you never get to play games, so I can't get gameplay of you playing.
I know.
Yeah.
I was working.
I know. I'm always working.
I know.
So we're trying to figure things out.
Get some time.
Let's see. What was the next thing on the docket?
Oh, that's strange.
Benefits of tracers and different brands of tracers. So still sticking with tracers. So the video that we did originally comparing the different tracer units, we had the G&G Battle Owl. That one is hot garbage, but it's old technology. So we can't really blame it for being so inferior compared to what is currently out. We currently don't even have the ability to get any of the Battle Owls. They're so phased out.
Yeah.
Even
switched to the UVT 10.
Yeah, the UVT 106 and UVT 106 2.0.
Yeah.
2.0 is phenomenal. That's like my #1 tracer unit right now.
I'm still real big into the Predator AT 2000R. I dropped it.
But you like that for the red tracers and for your cool
because the
Knights
look.
Armament.
Yeah, the Knights Armament Repro mock suppressor / tracer.
Yeah. So
which is my jam.
Yeah, and you like that Milsim look.
I do.
I like the idea of just flashing people with a bright purple pop, 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 as the muzzle flash. What's also a little weird is that these guys aren't able to do reds. That I think is a little bit of a negative in my book. I really would have wished they could have done reds, but they just don't for some reason. Reds are really cool because you don't get nearly as bright of a profile from the side profile of those tracer BBs as they go past you. So it's harder to identify where those red tracers are coming from compared to green, which with these
super laser beams.
Yeah, with the current tracer units, the greens are bright. They're so bright. They pretty much illuminate the environment around them if you have a good burst rate of fire.
Yes.
Versus reds, they're much dimmer, so a little bit more tactical.
Oh, really?
What?
The guy has the same tracer unit as I do, but he doesn't use the tracer feature.
Oh.
Interesting.
Well,
I mean, it looks cool still.
Yeah, and to be fair, the only other model similar to that would be the PTS one, which those are not Knights Armament licensed.
Oh.
So if you're trying to do a proper Milsim loadout, then using the...
Or an impressionist loadout?
Yeah, an impressionist loadout.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me just say how I feel about impressionism. It's cool if you're into it. Me, I'm not into impressionism loadouts myself. I make guns that work for me.
Well, here's the thing. You are, in fact, doing a Carl impressionist loadout constantly.
It doesn't count.
So it's a catch-22 because Carl is prior military. He's always impersonating his military. You can't escape the impressionism.
That's kind of true. It's so true.
So Carl's in a catch-22.
It does look good. That is like, I got it because I had a Knights Armament suppressor in Afghanistan, and when they made something that looks exactly like it, I was like, I have to have that.
Like, Carl, grab your rifle. It's right there. How close is that to one of the rifle systems you were utilizing?
Nothing, actually.
Oh.
You want the Tippmann. That's the one that's similar.
So yeah, he's got a couple different rifle kits that he's got kitted up for. Do you want to grab your SD6 as well?
I will grab my SD6.
Because he was doing super awesome, elite, tier 1 operator.
Nope.
DevGru wish they were doing what Carl was doing.
No, that's a lie. Don't even say anything like that. Like, we just got access to cool weapons, so that's that.
So yeah, Carl is impersonating himself. Show it off.
No, I'm good.
Come on.
Next video. We will do a kit video one day for me. How about that?
No, there's 5 people watching.
5 people watching. Okay. Elite Force MP5 SD6 competition. I ran it for a year until I decided I wanted to HP8, just because I really like SD6s, and this is a licensed one. I'm really hoping that Elite Force / Uberex releases one of the elite levels with the Avalon gearboxes in an SD6 model. I'd be super happy if they did that. I would buy one in a heartbeat. The other is a Tipman.
Tippmans are phenomenal.
I love my Tipman. Best all-weather gun out there. Don't have to worry about rain, cold, heat, none of that stuff. Fully mechanical. I mean, everyone knows I love Tipmans. That's 100% it.
Tippmans are so all-weather. When we were down at the Milsim in Georgia, me and 2 other players on our team were suffering from just all the humidity and getting water sucked into our tanks. So our BBs were going everywhere but straight. So they were taking straight 90-degree angles, left, right, down, up. Like they were going everywhere. Tipmans, because they're a direct pressure system, not like HPA. What is happening is pretty much the BB is just bypassing that hop-up unit, is just blowing through that inner barrel. So the one guy on our team that had a Tipman, he was the one that we were pulling to the windows like, hey, there's a guy out there in the window, second up, third over, just take him, lay down fire. And then it was crazy.
I wasn't there.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'd have a Tipman too.
The Tipman was doing work.
All right. Next up, I believe.
Someone even said, please, Carl.
I did. I showed it.
They were asking for it.
Noob Mp5, that is limited edition.
The new limited edition MP5. If you guys have not seen the new MP5 from Elite Force, it is a...
Is it an A4 style?
It's an A4, so it's a full-size stock. I don't have mine down here to show off what it could look like. It has M-LOK rail systems. It's going to be coming with a top rail system.
What?
So right above here, on most MP5s, there's no type of rail attachment right above that gas block. So you're kind of stuck not being able to attach anything there. Well, the new limited edition one has a rail mounting option, so you can throw your offset flashlights, offset laser systems, whatever you want. They have that M-LOK handguard, so you can put your vertical grips, your flashlight down there, PEC box, et cetera. So this one's going to be decked out a little bit more. It also has a red M4 style trigger system. I don't know if it's tunable. Now, Elite Force also made a post about this, releasing some information. It's also posted on Elite Force's website. What's crazy is that it has all of the features of the Avalon gearbox, which is quick change spring system, a metal upper receiver, true polymer lower receiver, like a true MP5.
It's got that like Midwest industry that has a rail.
Yep. It has a enhanced magazine release, so it's easier to get access to from the left or right. It has the Avalon-esque features, but it's cheaper than the Avalon series rifle systems. So there's a chance, I'm going to say it's a very small, thin, minuscule chance that it is an Avalon. And they're like, you know what? We're just going to take a couple bucks loss at this one. There's a chance that could occur. Or other speculation is it is a Cyma Platinum internal gearbox, which has similar basic features to the Avalon. Just, my opinion, not machined or built quite to the same level as Avalon.
But we don't know because we don't have our hands on one yet.
So right now it's all currently speculation. We should get those fairly soon.
If they're not landing today, it'll be tomorrow.
Yeah. So we'll have a whole video dedicated to that as well. But here's going to be the tricky thing, is trying to get them down here and doing accuracy tests, shooting tests, because there's only 700 made.
Yeah.
And that's 700 distributed across the entire world. Now, we were able to get 7 or 11. 7 or 11 of those 700. So don't know exactly how many we'll be able to
have.
yeah. But we're definitely looking forward to those. They definitely seem like a lot of fun. And what's cool with these new MP5s and rumors and speculation that other MP5s are coming on the horizon, this kind of leads into like guns with an airsoft going backwards within history, you know?
The different waves of models that keep coming and going. Like everyone went nuts for Glocks.
Yeah.
Glocks came out. Cool, great, grand. Kind of on the nadir of that. Like it's not the Glock now. It's, as you can see, like the Avalon series Elite MP5s.
I had people ask for G36s, like out of nowhere. I had like 3 people last week ask about a G36.
Who seriously is asking for a G36? Not saying it's a bad gun. Yeah. I actually quite enjoyed all the G36s. All the various, like the weird AK models that are coming out, that just like all kinds of stuff that I didn't expect to see become popular again. P90,
the FALs, the G3s.
Yeah, like everyone's going back in time.
Yeah, so with the FALs, they also are like modernizing them as well. So they have retractable stocks. They have
like the DSA, SA, or was it the OSW, the SA58, which was like the para FAL model.
Yeah. Yes.
Sorry if I don't remember all of the exact designations. There's a lot of guns.
Yeah, there are.
You guys know it. I know it. It's a thing.
It is. So yeah, just out of the blue.
Oh, the influx of Mark 18 like models again.
Yeah, like I'm having kids ask about Mark 18 Mod Zeros. Like, guess what? That's an M4A1 that's got extra shit on it.
We could go into a whole thing about this. Yeah, but yes, yeah, lots of cool stuff. Wait, dude's looking for a Tavor. Tavors are so much fun to shoot. I've shot a real one. I love it. The way you're supposed to hold it's kind of goofy, but then it grows on you. But like airsoft Tavors, I never understood why they didn't really take off. I understand that bullpups are weird for a lot of people, and that's a thing. But the inherent accuracy with that longer barrel and a shorter overall package is so nice.
Yeah. It's also weird because the only models were from Elite Force.
Yep.
So they had the Sportline edition, and then there was the Elite edition.
They had their competition and their Elite.
Yeah, they had a $180 model, and then they had a $350 model.
Yep.
And there's no like in between model, so there wasn't a whole lot of good choices for players, in my opinion, for the Tavor.
Coffee shirt.
Love coffee. Well, speaking of Black Rifle Coffee, did you know that they are now becoming a publicly traded company?
Good for them.
Yeah.
Good for them. Small business wins. Small veteran-owned business wins.
That's right.
Something I will always. They also donate a lot of coffee to my military organization, so always will have a lot of love for Black Rifle.
And they're just cool guys.
They're cool dudes. Apparently, no one likes Neon Genesis but me, but that's a thing.
That's okay.
It's okay.
What else was on the docket?
Oh, plate carriers or chest rigs, etc. Whatever.
I think that I was going for preference of a loadout system. I think that's what I was trying to mark out.
It says IE plate carriers for an example.
Terrible ending.
Yeah. Yeah, Neon Genesis did have a terrible ending. I didn't get it. Carl's like, it's the angst and relation of teenagers and how
it's human nature. But whatever, that's a whole. We're not going to sit down and have me get a big board in the back with the lines on it. It's like this. I could do that. And Jake from State Farm, huh? I know who that is.
Yeah,
I'm going to hug him so hard.
So hard.
So hard.
So hard and firm.
Speaking of, we should set up another hibachi night soon. Jake from State Farm.
I think we should build Gundam models before that.
I mean, that is also a pretty good idea.
Gundam build night.
Okay, I have many kits to build.
I've got a couple kits as well.
Jake, it's okay to be wrong. I'm gonna call you right now. So kits.
Your preference of kit, Carl. Plate carrier, chest rig, battle belt.
Kind of a combination of all three of those things. It is near and dear to my heart, something I wore in Afghanistan. Yes.
That's right. Carl with his impressionist kit.
Of Carl. Tactical Tailor Mav. Added the chest panel. All the cool space for snacks, magazine, holding, radio, more snacks.
Throw it on. Give us a demonstration.
Oh!
My favorite is going to be a plate carrier. That is my preferred style. Just offers a lot more protection and just can have everything in a more centralized weight distribution space.
What it is, I just don't have it actually packed for an event. My favorite thing is it holds magazines like it's going out of style. Like these are 3 triple M4s right in the front to start with. Grenades, tools, whatnot go here.
How was the
Oh!
G10 on range?
If my snacks aren't tactical, what's the point? But that's the thing, my snacks are tactical, and I have a lot of them. Because let's say you're at an event and people start getting heated around you. How do you calm situations? Hey, man, you want some snacks? I got beef jerky. I got some trail mix. I got some high chews, which is the best snack for just like chewy candies.
I'm trying to find a plate carrier.
Finding a plate carrier. I have one right back there. I have a Paradis. That's not a no, you're not wearing that one. That's a plate carrier.
That's Carl's special, but this is too big for me.
Well, yeah, Talon's digging through my stuff. Have an upset ref. Offer them a snack. Yep. It works. It really does. Or sometimes it's just fun to like sit and eat snacks with your buddies when you're doing stuff. I love snacks, as is evident. Talon's looking for a vest. Where's yours?
I didn't bring it. All my stuff's at the shop.
Talon, we're going to talk about gear. Doesn't bring any gear.
Yeah.
You guys could probably source the all the plate carrier videos that I've made on the channel if you guys are so interested.
Yep.
But I want to bring up the KWA T10.
Oh, God. I love that gun.
I have a KWA T10. It is phenomenal.
It is stupid good.
It is so good. Even though it comes with a 6.08 inner barrel, it will outshoot and outperform guns that come stock with a 6.02 inner barrel. That thing is just accurate. It's also bulletproof, essentially. Like, I abuse the shit out of my T10. Down here, when I need to assert some more authority and I get a little heated, I'll sometimes overhand or underhand throw my rifles into corners just to get it out of the way so I can do administrative work with some of the players that maybe need some correction.
Which Eotech would I recommend? That's a good question. With like the Eotech Repros,
Yeah.
I've had that one for, I don't even remember when I got it. It's been that long. It didn't break on a Tippmann because Tippmanns shook loose a lot of the, like, not so much mounting brackets for the actual projector for the red dot.
Yeah.
But they wouldn't hold zero.
Yeah.
As much as you can hold zero in Airsoft because you don't really have true ballistic performance. It's all voodoo because we're shooting spheres through a smooth bore. So we got really cool muskets. There are things you can do to improve the chances of accurate shots, but you will not get pitch perfect accuracy every single time. It's just Airsoft. It's the way it is.
Yeah. With real gun guys, I get them asking, what is the MOA at 100 feet? And it's like, it doesn't really matter because it's
a million. I don't know.
It's a ball bearing going through a smooth bore. You're not going to get MOA type accuracy.
No.
But as far as like what type of Eotech, I would say like spend $100 to $150. That's, I mean, it's a little bit more for an Eotech replica, but you're at least going to get better electronics, better external housing, stuff like that. Just spending a little bit more for a better built product.
Is anyone still actually like importing them, or are you kind of
Legally, no.
chancing it by ordering from overseas?
Yeah. So Eotech is a licensed product, so we can't distribute them here in the US. Now you can get them off eBay, off of HopUp, off of Wish, off of Alibaba. But again, you run the risk of getting those stupid, cheap plastic,
Bad ones.
bad, like the ones that run off of just
Yeah.
not even double A's, like a way inferior battery. So spending a little bit more for a better product is generally suggested. Now, I'm going to be completely honest. I'm biased against Eotech. I do not like the Eotech style at all. In my opinion, they tend to cloud up the actual window, and the reticle is so big that I can't see the target at distance. So I generally prefer my my T1 style, which is this guy right here.
I have no issues with the Eotech. Works for me. But I mean, I have a T1. I have an Eotech. I have a mock Elcan Spectre. I'm all over the board.
Yeah.
So
What are the questions?
that's a tech question about buckings and whatnot, and that's not a question I can answer.
Here's a Snickers lol.
Yeah.
Is the rubber bucking on a barrel supposed to be all the way on the barrel, or should the end stick into the hoppet unit? Rubber bucking on the barrel.
Okay, so yes, as you look through the bottom part of the hop-up unit, generally you're supposed to see a little bit of a lip, and that is just supposed to help with
The BB grab.
yeah, with that BB not falling out of the hop-up unit. So if you see a little bit, that's fine. But if you see too much, that can actually have so much material that it prevents the BB from loading up into the hop-up unit. So we see that from time to time at the store when we do our tech work. Someone will say that it's not shooting, and that's because whatever inner barrel that they installed maybe was not correctly installed correctly. I said that twice
Correctly
redundantly.
installed correctly.
Correctly installed correctly.
Hey, double check it, right?
I am SMRT smart.
SMRT. Hope everyone had a fun Halloween. We handed out candy at my house, set up a bunch of lights, kept lighting off
Smoke grenades.
smoke grenades in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
Not the first time I've tossed a bunch of Enola gays on
Yeah.
my street, but it was fun.
They're relatively safe and they have a good amount of environment characteristic, especially when you're dressed up as more of the SAS
Chemically.
/ chemical warfare
Dudes.
type of guys. So having the green, purple, and orange smoke
Yeah.
definitely adds to the environment.
Or a kid as a DJ dog getting all kinds of like hype pictures taken of himself.
Having a Titman tank in line and start spraying people down with biohazard.
Yeah.
What do we got, Carl? Read it out loud.
Another tech question I have. Max ME hop up, but the gun will not feed. Is the air nozzle too small? From Icon Goon. Do I have a Max?
You should have a Max. I don't know if
have a Max. I don't know if it's the ME.
I don't know if it's the ME. With Max hop-up units, they are going to be a little bit more finicky as far as fitment. You will probably need to check with other type of builds as far as the not consistency, but the alignment between the nozzle of the gearbox to the nozzle of the hop-up or the internal ejection port of the hop-up unit. What can happen is with certain brands like Aries. Aries is a popular issue where the nozzle is positioned in a way to where it doesn't fit and feed correctly in conjunction to a Max model hop-up unit. So checking the alignment, checking the sizing, stuff like that. As far as Max model hop-up units, it's all about trial and error, trying different things and seeing if that works. So I don't have a definite answer for you, unfortunately. Just try things out.
Yeah. Jake from State Farm says, someone who has like 7 of them, Max hop-ups that is, they don't just fit. Hey Jesse, how you doing, bud?
Hey, Jess.
Isn't he working?
I don't.
Or is that not our...
No, that's our Jess.
Okay.
I think he's off right now. He's
Oh.
not coming until later.
Enjoy the day.
You stock them BBs.
I'm going bowling later with my bowling team.
Cool.
The Alligators.
My God.
So bad. I bowled like crap last week. I was not in the right.
Not the
couldn't-
right headspace.
Like, I started off real bad. Like I didn't break 100, and then by the third game I bowled a 146, which is my average. So I don't know what happened. Those first 2 games, I was just like,
You just had to get back into it.
that is true. I didn't bowl for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Due to trip to New York. I went out to New York last weekend.
Last
This
weekend.
past week ago. It was cool. Lots of hills, lots of stuff. I missed being in New York. It had been since I left the Army in 2004, since I'd been in New York. Went to a nice brewery, Newburgh Brewing Company, which was within a mile of West Point. And I found out I can play songs on the West Point jukebox at the West Point First Class Cafe. I like to play a game called Jukebox Jihad, wherever I go and play really messed up songs for my own entertainment. So there's that. Ares Amoeba Striker feeds and shoots, but the BBs keep falling out of the end of the barrel. Any ideas why? If they're falling out of the end of the barrel, that is a hop-up issue.
Yeah, either your hop up is not tensioned to where there's no pressure to the top of the BB in order to hold it in place. I've seen that a couple of times. Or it could be something with that bucking like I was describing before and that inner barrel not correctly installed, either from the factory or maybe from whoever you purchased it before. That can occur. It's a little bit more rare, but that can occur.
Ooh, if you had to pick a single bullpup airsoft gun to recommend, which one would it be?
Ooh.
Because
That's tough because I hate bullpup guns.
and I don't. I actually quite enjoy bullpups. Like I like the. Remember the FAMAS we saw at SHOT Show, the
Yes.
blowback, electric blowback one?
Yes.
But it never came out.
Yes.
I really like that gun. I do like, and I know it's an absolute terrible piece of weaponry in its own right, but it's better now. The L85s, I like them a lot. But I like that. That's a tough question
that is
because
a tough question. Now, I'm going to give you my bullshit, my joke, funny answer first. So on evic.com, there is the SR Union, which does 3D printed body kits for guns.
Oh.
Say you get a AK, they have a bullpup conversion kit for your AK. So then you have a more familiar platform that just has, and it's weird because the actual trigger mechanism is offset. So it's at a downward 45-degree angle. So your trigger pulls are here. So you can still take out the magazine and then insert it. It's an ingenious design. It's ingenious. I don't know why Kalashnikov didn't come up with it originally. I don't know.
No one really dug bullpups back then.
No one did bullpups. Actually, there was a Russian arms manufacturer that was still hired by the Russian government for like 40, 50 years. And he was doing a lot of bullpups. But his shit kept breaking. So that's why it never got adopted.
I don't know. Jake says an M4. I don't have a definitive answer.
You said L85.
Yeah, I do like the A3s a lot.
Yeah. I would probably go with
The Steyrs are cool though.
Yeah.
So was the FN F2000, the fish.
No.
I like that gun. I actually played with one at Apocalypse years ago, and that thing was just nasty out of the box.
Yeah, we have one. We have one with the Wolverine Hydra installed in it.
I know. We just never took it anywhere.
Yeah, and we never get to play.
That's that.
My answer would be the Tavor. Probably the Elite model, because you can actually get access to the back plate of the gun. You can pull that off, and then you have access to that internal spring. It's one of the faster systems on the market for an immediate quick change spring system. So you can go indoor or outdoor.
The F2000 had that same system.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. Yeah, whatever.
Whatever. That's
Yeah.
my answer.
Yeah, I'm going. You know what? I'm sticking with the L85.
Sticking with L85.
Hey, if you guys like guns and you like comic books and or anime, look into Apate, spelled UPOTTE. All about guns. SRS Silverback, what's that about?
That is the bullpup bolt action.
Oh, cool.
It does look sweet.
We have an amoeba.
Yeah, we do have an amoeba.
Shoots a whopping 301.
Yeah.
It's fun to have down here.
There was an L85 on the market, or maybe it was a FAMAS, but there was one that had a, it's similar-ish to what the KWAs are doing with like their AEG 2.5 gearbox, where they had pins on the spring guide so you could adjust the different tension points. So maybe you had a 300 FPS spring at the lowest tension shot, 300 FPS. You have a pinpoint that applies a little bit more tension. So now you have a 320 FPS spring.
Oh.
And then you have a third one, which now brought it up to 335-ish FPS.
I have no idea who did that.
I saw it once, and I thought that was pretty cool. But then KWA came out with the AEG 2.5 gearbox, which just gives you complete control as to where you want that velocity. So that's what we got. We did our 30 minutes, Carl.
30 minutes?
It went by pretty quick.
It did. Anything else you guys want to talk about?
We actually went over.
Who cares? Let's keep talking. I'm talking.
All right.
We actually have people talking back at us this time.
It's fun. Where are we at? We're at 8 people. We had 3 people, so woo! We actually got people watching, which is great. We're gonna wrap this up maybe in a couple minutes. This will go back up onto the channel so everyone can watch it willy-nilly whenever they feel like it. So there's that.
Yep.
Although we do have a little more freedom in having that open discussion
Open
with our
discussion.
audience.
Yes. We'll put some stuff away though, because I don't want to hanging out.
Excellent. Other fun news is Carl has a assistant manager. I think we could probably introduce him. Last month, after our live video, we had our interviews with some of the people that were applying for the position, and we have our assistant manager picked out. Today is his very first day, so pretty excited about that.
Yeah, he's out sweeping the field right now. Actually.
So he's going to be here on the weekend
Oh.
helping Carl out, and he's also going to be at the shop during the week helping me with
so,
videos.
KWA or Crytek?
KWA. KWA. No competition.
No, not a chance.
Here's the thing. Even as a guy, I primaried a Crytek for 2 years. That was my primary gun.
Yeah, it was.
You remember that one.
Yeah, I do.
My Crytek was excellent. Other than the fact that the receiver broke in half like a little bitch, and I need to replace that, that was the only thing that needed replacing. I ended up utilizing the store's trade-in program, traded it in, and got my first VFC rifle, and I still have that rifle. The Crytek that I had got sold to a kid, which ended up coming back to me for an HPA install. Now, I had the honor and privilege of HPAing my own Crytek, and I got to remove that warranty sticker on the bottom of the gearbox.
Wow.
So in the 2 years that I've had that Crytek, not once did a single thing to it, and it was beautiful. Now, the entire summer after I traded in my Crytek, I spent every single day working on fixing other people's Cryteks.
I just never really liked Crytek. That's just me. I'd rather have a KWA than a Crytek.
Yeah.
Next question, though, so we don't get just stuck in the weeds.
Okay.
What is your favorite sniper?
My favorite sniper.
We'll just stick with Airsoft. The one gun I actually am sad, and you were around when this happened. I was going to buy the ASG Gas M40A5.
Yes.
That was all kitted up already, and I was going in to buy it. And then, like, the day I went in, some dude showed up earlier because I've never actually just done sniping in Airsoft. Just never have. And I was like, this will be the summer I start using a sniper. Didn't work out for me, but I actually really liked that platform a lot. It was a nice gun. I do like the Ares Amoeba Strikers a lot. Am I ever going to buy one? Probably not, just because sniping isn't really something I want to do so much.
I think we should probably make a gameplay video around it.
Oh, yeah, we should.
Just to get our feet wet and kind of see what we can do with it. I mean, we definitely won't be able to compete with Navrich, Kicking Mustang, Silo, everyone else that does sniping videos anyway. They're phenomenal at it. They've been doing it for so long. They're uber entertaining.
It's just not my cup of tea.
Yeah, we'll just try it out.
Yeah, why not?
My answer, though, because you're trying to fucking ignore it, my answer would probably be the SRS Silverback. I would want a bullpup bolt-action rifle. That way I have
I like that gun.
all of that inner barrel length within a compact gun. That way I don't have to be offset from a window by so much. I can be a little bit closer physically. I can be in a tighter space. So if I need to be crawling underneath any type of brush, underneath any type of logs, I don't have all of this rifle length that I got to deal with.
Yeah.
That's my answer.
Yeah, I can help. All right. What up, plastic slingers? I mean, that is fair and accurate.
Yes.
I'm going to text Jake just to mess with him.
Go for it.
No, because
Favorite sniper, quad.
covert silverback.
Definitely
I have to look that up.
There, there's the thanks, Static. I use covert silverback. I don't know exactly which.
To be honest, I'm not a huge sniper guy either, so I don't know exactly which the covert one. Are you pulling it up?
Yeah, this would be not dumb.
Yeah, our 50 million-year-old computer, if it'll boot up the interwebs.
I've got an average A1, A3, and a Wolverine bolt.
Ooh, Navrich rifle. That's another excellent point.
What
He
about it?
he has a good setup. Now I've had the honor of watching him progress his brand and his business, and he has done a phenomenal job with it. His first rifle, if I'm not mistaken,
Oh, wait,
you want to go on to Evic.
that's the gun.
Yeah, you want to go on to Evic.
Why?
You want to go on to Evic. His first bolt action rifle was around $1,200, which is outrageously expensive. And I don't think it had nearly the same performance as what is currently on the market for his SSG 1s. So great performers.
Oh,
I know that Swamp Sniper loves the shit out of his rifles as well.
yeah, I like that covert. I like that.
Yeah. I'd probably go with the no, that's not the Desert Tech one.
That covert though, that little 16-incher.
That covert though.
There's the HTI. My favorite Barren Wildlands. Oh, that one?
No, go to the next one.
Next page. Yeah, I'm learning here.
Knowledge.
E&L or LCT? That's a question I can't really answer because I don't like AKs. But I do like AK variants of the NATO variety, i.e. the Galil or the RK95 Sacco. But that is, having handled both of them, though.
That is a good question.
That's a great question.
I think that I would go with LCT purely for I think it's the Bulgarian and the Romanian style of AKs, instead of going with the typical Russian style, as we are familiar with. That's my answer, LCT.
I have no answer.
No opinions.
No, I don't like. I've held them both. They're AKs. That's cool. Not my cup of tea. Jesse says E&L is better. Good for him.
Well, Jesse doesn't know anything.
Wow, hot fire.
Well, here's the thing. Jesse's been asking me what he should get, and right away I'm like, KWA. And then he bought everything but a KWA, and his stuff keeps breaking. And I'm like, well, you should have brought a KWA.
Now, if either
Just employee stuff.
Now, if either of those companies made a Galil and or an RK95 Sacco,
That'd be game over.
or the Finnish GK series.
I don't know what the... Oh, wait. Yeah, I know what the GK is.
Yeah. The Finnish. Yeah. The Finnish AK?
Yes.
GK 5C.
Man, I wish I had a whole production team. That way we could throw up screenshots of all the guns that we're looking at.
The cold weather FNC, which I also love.
Right.
So like an FNC.
Opinion on the Crytek Trident Mark II CRB.
It's a gun.
You could spend your money better elsewhere. Now, that is my personal opinion that was formulated over years of tech work and airsoft experience. So my opinion is going to be a little bit more biased.
GK95, you know what that is.
Out of stock, though.
I know.
We can't get them
I
anywhere.
know. I love that gun. Finnish guns are cool.
They kind of are.
My opinion on the Trident, there's cheaper, better options for that style. If you like that Shrike style. Yeah, that's the Trident, right?
They make a couple different models.
Okay. Which is the Trident? I don't know. Again,
You can pull it up to know exactly which one it looks like.
I will do that.
Now, here's the thing. We have had a customer bring in his brand new Crytek rifle, and it was not correctly installed. And I said, hey, dude, I've got a tool to fix this. It could potentially mess some of the threads up. So we can either force it into position correctly, or you could take this back and get it warrantied. So he didn't let me correct it. What up?
I'm just looking like it's like a T10, but not a T10. Yeah.
Then what gun would the money be better spent?
At a price of $379, we've got a.
I think the KWA T10 is someone moved it. It's right there underneath the white box. Yep.
$430.
But what is the T6?
T6.
I want to say the T
360.
360.
Yeah.
Oh, I would definitely do a KWA T6.
The VM4 is 300.
Yeah.
This guy's 300 spec rooms.
Yeah, but that same look is that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would do the KWA T6.
Yeah. Spending a little bit more money gets you a better built internal system, way better quality control. Now, that's, again, my personal
These
opinion.
are personal opinions. None of this
Yeah.
is actually saying this is what I personally like, not the company. If you like your gun, it's your gun. I'm not shooting it. You are.
Yeah.
So my opinion means fuck all to you.
Yeah. Here's the other thing. Just because I say that Crytek's bad, that doesn't mean every single Crytek gun is bad. There's a very high chance that you can get a very great performing Crytek, Eotech, whatever gun that we disagree with. Now, it's a 1 in 100 chance of getting that great performing gun. I got lucky. That doesn't mean everyone else is going to get lucky. So
Why is the KWA cheaper? That's a good.
this guy is just a basic M4A1.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have that cool tactical rail system. So-
no, but the T6 was
360.
Yeah, which
So-
the Crytek was a 379.
Yeah. So you want to hold that
I will hold this. I'm holding this gun.
compared to this guy, which is much more tactical.
Or tactical. I don't
Tactical.
personally like M-Lock though.
I like M-Lock. It's just smoother and it's easier to grab and handle.
I like picking titty because I'm old.
You are.
Looks cheaper. Why? I live in Waukesha. Where do you guys normally go for airsoft games? It looks like there's not really any fields until you get out by Milwaukee.
That is just because with the population levels here in Wisconsin, we don't have nearly the player base in order to support more fields. The greater Milwaukee area, I think, is 1 million
Yeah,
in,
1 million.
in residents. Now, compare that to, say, Atlanta, Georgia, where we went to, and
Is
we
that like 5 million or something?
it's around 6 million.
Yeah.
And they have more airsoft shops available. But even those indoor fields are now only open on the weekends. They don't have enough of a player base, even in a 6 million residential area or population area, to support a field being open for the entire week.
That's yeah.
Yeah. It's a shame. We would like to see more
More
fields,
fields.
more shops.
Means the business is big.
Yeah.
Means there's more pie to eat for everybody.
But we just aren't big enough yet.
What's that? Do it.
I have a great Crytek Trident Mark II SPR.
Good.
Like I said, you got that chance where it's a great performing gun. It's a smaller chance of getting it, but it can occur.
Let's see what else.
That's pretty much it. Now we're just answering questions from the audience.
Oh, Umbrella Arms, hyper worth it.
Hype.
You know what? It's cool if you want to spend that much money.
I think Umbrella Armory is a great option for a
Very high performance piece.
high performance piece for a player that's going to go out every single weekend consistently. Like Umbrella Armory would be a great option for Jet, for Alphonse, for Matt the Musketeer when he was still active, for Swamp Sniper, Navrich,
People that play a lot.
Demo, like people that have an actual presence in the community and are producing content similar to this. Now, with the Umbrella, they do have the warranty period where you need to send it in every 6 months. It's like an F1 race car. You're going to get super great performance. You're going to spend a lot of money for that performance, but that also means it has to be maintained and taken care of very regularly. So you got to send it in once a year, twice a year in order to get it checked up, which costs money. So you got to ship it to them. You got to pay whatever the
Shipping rate.
Yeah, the shipping rate, as well as the warranty for checking over everything, and then you play with it some more. Now, for people like ourselves that are active, but we don't get to play nearly that much, Umbrella Armory is not a great option, just because we maybe use it once, and that's just to do a tracer video, and then we got to send it in. Otherwise, the warranty for the entire duration of lifespan of that gun is nulled.
Glock 19s in stock when I can get them. Like that's when they show when we can buy them, we buy them.
Yeah,
we haven't seen a 19 in a while. 19Xs, yes, not straight up 19s.
Yeah.
Airsoft Surgeon better. Again, it's that.
Again, it's just
super high performance stuff.
Yeah.
If you want to spend the money, go for it. Fucking A. Enjoy it. I mean, like the highest performance I've gone is Polar Star Kythera, because it fits my needs within my budget and it does exactly what I want it to do.
Yeah. I love my mechanical systems, like my T10, 100% mechanical until I installed that Titan inside of it. And now the Titan's acting up, and I have the gate program, whatever they call it, the whatever the name of it is, I forget right now. But I plug that in and I do all of the installation and I break it open and I see what's what and I try to clean it, maintain it. But now the MOSFET's just busted. Like at this point, I don't know what I have to do. So I got to send it back to Gate for whatever warranty because it's just acting up. So right now I can't run my T10.
Isn't it 11.1 LiPo okay for the Ronin?
Yes.
Yes.
As long as it is a 25C discharge or lower.
Otherwise, it will overspin.
Yes, especially with a lower tension spring. The KWA series has what is called an anti-arcing diode on the bottom of the motor. It was the precursor to MOSFETs, so you could safely run those higher voltage lithium batteries without them arcing the contacts. So if you have a basic wiring system like a basic G&G without a MOSFET, and you run LiPos, there's a chance as those contacts come in, they'll spark energy between those. They'll actually create enough heat to fuse those contacts together, welding them, and then you've burnt those out. The KWAs all come with those anti-arcing diodes where it's not going to do that. So you can get that high rate of fire, that fast trigger response without it breaking down.
We do not carry any metal slides like the Limcat. We don't really carry like HPA pistol upgrade system stuff. We just don't. Each pistol has so many different parts, and it comes down to use of resources. Do I buy more KWAs, or do I do these HPA pistol build setups that not as many people will purchase as will purchase a rifle as a KWA or whatever else is on this wall?
Right. And with HPA high kappa builds, there's so much brand preference and build preference that I would have to bring in every option available.
And there's money, better ways to spend that money.
Yeah. So we would rather you guys spend that money with the brand directly so you get what you want. That also means that I can bring in extra products like maybe flashlights, grips, accessories.
A ton of money off of you isn't a ton of money off of a bunch of people. Not saying that HPA pistols are bad or not. It's just, as a business, I have to look at the wider market of what is wanted versus narrower. That's just us.
Yeah.
One day I'd like to have the ability to do that. I just don't have the space.
Yeah, I would like to have a cabinet full of HPA pistol parts, but
Space.
that's a cabinet that I need to take what is currently in there out, and then, right. So that's that.
Widow baby tags, 9 CIs.
Built a full metal 1911. You guys carry animal slides. We already answered that. How often do you clean your airsoft guns?
Actually, that's pretty funny because Fridays, that's kind of what I do down here with, if it's not too busy, I go over all my stuff. No RC, Jake.
Yeah.
Fridays, I will take one of my pistols, and I have 3 of them, and I will go over it and maintain it. Does it really need to be done weekly? No. Let's say you go outdoors and play somewhere, there's dirt, debris, mud, blah, blah, blah. When you're done, I recommend taking it apart, cleaning it out. When it comes to rifles and whatnot, I would say every couple of weeks, at a minimum, clean off any rust, dirt, debris off the body of the gun, run a swab through your barrel to clean that out. Your battery's running low.
Yep. So we're gonna have to wrap this up, unfortunately.
Oh no.
So yeah.
Every 2 weeks of if you've been playing, go over your stuff. Just check it out. You can check for any stress fractures in materials, anything like that. You can know your weaponry better.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I never clean anything of mine unless it's with a video. So all of my gas blowback rifles and pistols they just get dirtied. But that's just me.
James and I will sit here and do it on a Friday.
Yeah.
Every Friday. Something to do.
Well, to my point, I want to demonstrate just how far you can take some of those pistols and some of those rifles before you need to actually break it open.
Yeah.
That way I can be like, hey guys, make sure you clean them in X amount of time. So yeah, what Carl was saying, 2 weeks, every month, if you're using them pretty heavily.
It also depends on where we play.
Yeah.
Like if we go to APOC, I'm taking things apart and cleaning out the sand.
Yeah.
A lot of sandy soil in Wisconsin. Drop a thumbs up.
Thank you.
I'm out.
And again, my battery's running low. So we're going to wrap this up. Carl, that was a 1 hour video. How do you like that?
It's fun. Thank you guys for participating with us and giving me something to talk about.
That was some hot takes.
Hot takes.
Hot takes.
Hot takes.
Anyway, dad advice.
Microphone, dead advice.
Dad advice?
Dad advice.
Nah, I got none.
Airsoft advice. Identify your targets. Do not friendly fire.
But friendly fire still happens. It just does.
So that's what we got. You guys take care, stay safe, stay positive, and we'll see you next month doing another live video.
Maybe we'll do it sooner if there's want.
Yeah, if there's more want, put them down in the comments section. We're figuring once a month. That's what we got.
Yeah.
Anyway, you guys take care. We'll see you later.